Hey Kyle, first off, congratulations, man. I'm just curious a little bit about your journey and what brought you to Slippery Rock, because I see that you are. I mean, I looked at some of the all-time leaders there, and your name is up there on a lot. So, what brought you there, and how important is it to see your name on lists like that?
Right. Slippery Rock was my first offer when I was coming out of high school. I was attending a camp there for a receiver. And I mean, I was playing quarterback during my time in high school. So when I was attending camps, I wanted to try out receiver and see if that was something that I could do. As soon as I got there and kind of met the coaches and they told me about the culture and the family setting that they had there and, just the winning culture they have, it immediately drew me there. And then I met some of the teammates and I had a former high school teammate that was playing there too, Henry Litwin, who eventually had a chance with the Chicago Bears. And, he's the record holder for everything there. But, it really wasn't something I kept up on during my time. It was more so, after everything was done, it was something I'd taken a look at. And my parents had talked to me about it and, just the pride they had for me to be able to accomplish some of the goals that I'd set out for my career.
That's awesome. How do you feel that experience at quarterback has been of value to you as a wideout?
It definitely lets you, kind of have a feel for when the ball is going to come and helps you read coverages a little bit more. I'm not going to, sit here and say when I was in high school that I was, dialing in on coverages and, I had a lot of ideas of what the defense was doing back then. But, that was something I picked up on when we would sit down with our quarterbacks coach and our offensive coordinator and just the relationship with our quarterback, Braden Long. They had really sat me down and helped me understand a lot more than I had when I was in high school playing quarterback.
Now, what was the
What
season like for you this year? Were you hearing a lot of scouts, at the practices? When did the Saints come into play here for yourself?
Right. I was getting attention throughout the season. We had a couple guys up here that, they were coming and taking a look at. But the Saints, when I was talking to my agent, they came into play a little bit after my pro day. So it was a little later. I don't think that they were one of the teams that had come visit me up here at Slippery Rock. But, after the pro day that I was very, very thankful to get into, since we don't hold our own, they were there in attendance and, they said they had liked what I had done out there. And I'm super excited they gave me the opportunity to be here. So, I can't thank them enough.
how many options did you have to choose from in those minutes after the draft?
I don't know exactly. I know that was something my agent had really kept up on. The Saints were the first ones to give me a call, and I was super, super excited to get that call from them and from my agent, and just express the interest they had in me and the interest we had in them as well.
What one of the things that is a need for them that they're seeking, and obviously there's multiple candidates for it though, is that more big physical contested catch receiver. I mean, is that something you recognize the opportunity for how you could fit?
Yes, sir. 100%. That receiver room is really good. They have Olave and Shaheed, and they brought in Cedric Wilson, and it's just a really talented room. And I'm excited to have a chance, step in there and, build my way up to possibly get an opportunity to, showcase that I could play that role if needed.
Is your size, the strength, receiver? The working in traffic, that kind of thing. Using your body and your physicality.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's definitely a style that I play, especially up here when we were at Slippery Rock. It was a lot of jump balls. There was a lot of red zone things, and just being able to keep the defender on your back and make plays, whether it's back shoulder, over the top. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how it translates.
Did your basketball experience from high school kind of help you out in that area?
I think it did. I think it helped just jumping and change of direction and just the smaller things that you don't think of. I do really think it translated. Um, I'm not going to sit here and say I was a great basketball player, but I'm excited to, I was able to learn some things that I could translate to the football field.
What position did you play when you were playing basketball?
I kind of did all of it. I mean, I would bring the ball up. I'd play down low, but I mean, I was never really strong in anything. I was probably average at making layups and things like that. So,
Kyle, whenever you see, 6'4", 220 in that range, they think the obvious question is, is tight end a possibility? Has anyone brought that up throughout the process of maybe, seeing what you could do at tight end or maybe converting a little in that way?
I was hearing a little bit about it, not so much anymore. I do imagine that I could possibly, get time in the slot to create some sort of mismatch on whether that's a nickels or linebackers or anything like that. But as far as it comes for tight end, I haven't heard too much. I expect to, have some roles blocking inside the box, whether that's motioning inside and getting in there or just blocking on the perimeter as well. But I haven't heard as much as, the beginning of the process.
How comfortable are you in that blocking area of the game, especially with the Saints looking at that wide zone offense might be important?
Yeah, it's comfortable. Like I said, I'm excited to learn. We did a lot of blocking up here as a physical group that we had at Slippery Rock and receiver room is something we preached a lot. It's just really just caring for your teammates, and it's a big effort thing. So we were preaching that my entire 4 years here. So I'm excited to get there and learn more and learn how they teach and just where we should put our hands and just the physicality of it.
Kyle, when you think about your time at Conneaut under Coach Gold, what does it mean now to be at this point here and getting an opportunity to realize your football dreams at the highest level?
It means everything. Obviously, coming from the small town, a lot of people know what's going on, and I'm extremely blessed to have that support system behind me. And Coach Gold was actually one of the first people I called afterwards just to, break the news to him and thank him for everything he's done for me and getting me to this point. He was always in touch with me throughout my Slippery Rock career, so I felt like he was one of the first people that I should call and let him know. And he was almost more excited than I was. We were on the phone for probably 20 minutes just talking about my high school days and then what's ahead of me. So he was stoked. He definitely instilled some very great ideas into me and how to approach football and life itself.
Kyle, were you a little bit? Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. That's fine.
When you were deployed, when you were out on the field out there, were you running more routes from the slot or out wide while you're at Slippery Rock?
The majority of it was outside, but we would do work where I was in the slot and we would bring a tight end outside, or we'd go 12 personnel and kind of put me on the inside on the right and then our other outside receiver as the Z on that side also. So I had a little bit of both, but the majority was outside.
Do you feel like you'd be comfortable playing a big slot role or something like that if asked at the next level?
Yeah, I do. I really believe I do. I would like to learn more about how to run those slot routes and the different. It's a different route tree when you can get inside than you are outside. So I'm excited to expand my role.
Kyle, congratulations. First, I just wanted to ask, how helpful was it, beneficial was it to have a guy like Henry who you could relate to, have those conversations with, a guy not only from the Rock, but from Conneaut as well, to see this is possible? How beneficial was it to have a guy like that? And what were the conversations, even leading up to the draft and the free agency period here, like?
Henry played a humongous role just in my career before this had all taken place. I remember when I was in high school, just looking up to the plays that he would make and, hoping at one point I'd be able to get to that chance to have the ability to make plays as well. And watching him, have a successful career at the Rock. And he actually took me in immediately. That summer I graduated from high school. I was staying at his apartment and we were doing our summer workouts. So we had a very close relationship all the way up until he graduated. And just watching him get the chance with the Bears, and he really pushed me. Like, he would be texting me throughout these past 2 years, just like, hey, like, you have a chance to do this as well. So, if you put your head down, like, let's make it happen. Let's make it two. And I mean, the COVID, especially that time period where we had our season canceled, we were out at the Cash Field, just running stairs and just trying to make each other better every day. So, he's played a humongous role, and he's texted me throughout the process too, especially the day of the draft, and just asking what was going on and what I'm hearing, and where he thinks would be a good fit, and just things like that. So he's been a humongous help to me.
Just what does it mean knowing that you've got kids in District 10, Northwest Pennsylvania, and Crawford County that can look up to you, and you can be one of these guys that gives them that chance to say, hey, this is possible, this is realistic, it's a dream that really can happen. What's that mean to you?
That's the biggest thing for me. Obviously, I play football because I have a love and a passion for it, but being able to have a pedestal to stand on, and give kids a dream that they can also pursue and chase, and know that it's possible. That's huge for me. Like, I mean, I have cousins and nephews and nieces even that are just like, trying in every sport they have to, reach the highest level that they can get to. And to see somebody in their family or just someone from the small town be able to reach it, I think it really gives a lot of people hope. And I'm extremely, extremely thankful to be on this pedestal and, just provide a good role model and example for the kids around this area.
Do you have any other questions for Kyle?
I think we're good. Thanks, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kyle.
Best of luck to you, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.